Hey, my little pumpkins, I'm back with some Planet Coaster mischief, and one thing that Drufus and I were talking about today that I think I appreciate more, kind of looking back into Planet Coaster from Planet Zoo, is I think I really enjoy the way the guests flow a little better in Planet Coaster. I guess what I mean is it seems like in Planet Coaster, the guests seem like they're more into the surroundings. I was telling Drew, it's like they have more of a purpose in Planet Coaster. Now, and I totally agree with Drew because he said that he thinks that's kind of what it seems like as well. But Drew had a really good point to where the Planet Zoo guests have really fun reactions once they see the animals or like once they're in front of an exhibit. But the Planet Coaster guests just seem like they have more of their own mind, like they have more of their own interests. They kind of like absorb the scenery more, whereas Planet Zoo, the guests seem a little more AI-ish, if that makes sense. It seems like the Planet Zoo guests are totally focused on, I have to get to point A, I have to get to point B, look at orangutans, then I have to walk back to point A, then I'm leaving the park. It's very like almost robotic with the Planet Zoo guests, where it's like with these little Planet Coaster guests, it's like anything that could happen to walk by, like Captain Lockjaw here, it's like anything could take their attention and stop from what they were going to look at. Whereas with Planet Zoo, it's like if they're thinking I want to go see elephants, that's all they do. They walk to the elephants, jump up, pull out their cameras, that's it. Then they'll go to the next animal. But with these, they all just seem more randomized. And like I said, I think I really have a better appreciation for the Planet Coaster guests over what we see nowadays with the Planet Zoo guests. And I'm hoping if we do get a Planet Coaster 2 one day, that the Planet Coaster 2 guests don't model the Planet Zoo guests, if that makes sense. I just think that as far as like the guest engagement goes, almost like these little guys like appreciate your theming and what you've given them to experience. Whereas the Planet Zoo guests, it doesn't matter if you have like two sticks put together or you recreate the Taj Mahal. It makes no difference to them. There's just not that kind of like wondrous gate that those guests have compared to Planet Coaster. So anyways, that's my guest rant for this episode. But one of the big things I was asking is I don't know what to do next with this little park. So of course, let me just take you all through that are maybe new or maybe haven't caught this series before. We've only put out like 4 or 5 episodes of this park. So let's just kind of walk through it and get your guys' thoughts. This is kind of like your main little entrance drop-off area, almost like I kind of wanted you guys to think of this as like a city walk type of area. We've got antique shops, we've got coffee shops, we've got a Verizon store, just that kind of like really just a place where you don't really have to have a ticket, like you're not to that point. So the regular public can come in here and eat at the restaurants and shop and hang out, watch a movie, and not have to be committed to a theme park ticket. So that is kind of what I was thinking with this whole little area. Just really casual, chill out. We've got the Ecto 1 here that you can take pictures of. Got a couple cosplayers down here. We've got Mwongas here. It's kind of like one of my, almost like it was actually from my Planet Coaster Zoo, but think of it as almost like an African steakhouse. So really a little more upscale. You've got the guy, you pretty much have to have a reservation to get in. If it's any time after 4 or 5, and then just kind of meandering your way down through here. We have some fake shops, we have some facades, we've got the little market, we've got a little hair braiding spot that you can pop in, get your hair braided before you make your way into the park. And then we've got some bathrooms off to your right. We've got a Gulpy soda stand, and then, a matter of fact, here comes Gulpy, Gulpy right now, which I still think is one of the most adorable mascots in all of Planet Coaster. Like, you cannot look at that guy and just not smile. And then, of course, we have the Angel Light Theater. This is kind of like your, kind of like your themed movie theater, your themed Cineplex right outside of the theme park gate. So you can, jump in here and catch a movie. And then you basically get to your ticketed gate area. And basically coming through these gates, it's ticketed after that. Then you are essentially entering the theme park. So we have like this big giant promenade here where you can look off out towards Pegasus. Of course, dominates the skyline. We've got the little lagoon here with a whirly rig, and I found this really, really awesome orca from Jaws on the workshop. I've had that for years, and I just thought we would park it out there for this week. And sometimes that's what I do. Even if we don't film any videos and I'm just in here kind of flying around doing little nitpicky work, I'll do things like take this boat out because, I just feel like, okay, it's been there long enough. It's had its turn. Or we'll change out the Ecto-1 and I'll put the Batmobile out here, or a monster truck, or, I just think that's what's so fun about Planet Coaster. Like, you can really, like, almost just role play it yourself. You make the decisions. You are the ultimate, you're like the ultimate park manager. And I think that's what's so fun. You can just change out and just really kind of add to the story. One of the fun things about Planet Coaster to me is the storytelling. And I always think back to like what Fisherman does with, I believe it was Rosewood, like started it in the early 1900s and just built on the story and kind of continued it out through the, the 70s and the 80s and 90s and to present day. And I just think that's what's so fun about the storytelling in the, like, what you're able to do with these parks. And then, of course, seeing the guests, jump on these rides and stuff. If you peel off over here to your left, we've got a barber shop. You can get your hair cut inside the theme park, just like Disney. We've got a fresh popcorn stand. And I figured that could be one of those popcorn things where you go in it and there's like 200 different flavors and they're all in big barrels and you can kind of mix and match and get your little bags. If you move up through here, this is kind of like your little island supply area. Sunglasses, just little island souvenirs. Restrooms, then some just little pass-through buildings that I think one day could eventually lead to maybe another land, or maybe just close it off to backstage operations. I figured they have like a little Wendy's, like a Wendy's franchise inside the park, so you can go in and grab something familiar, if you don't want to eat any of the park food. We mentioned the whirly rig, kind of right here on the lagoon. And remember, I think it was Miss Red Nebula. Remember her awesome little koi fish, her little animatronics? So we got we got them out here in the lagoon. And and then when you peel off, kind of looking across the lagoon, you've got the summer concert series about to go on with the big concert stage. And of course, we'll have the lights and everything going at night. I don't know if I have the lighting package installed on that right now, but we'll take a look we'll turn everything off and take a look here in a little bit. And then of course, the main kind of like your main first attraction that pops up right as you're making your way into the main gates is Pegasus here. This was actually a coaster that come in from my Mars map that we were actually, I was able to retool and save. And Mr. Squidward actually revamped this for me. Tried to help me get it a little bit smoother, because you guys know I am not much of a coaster designer. I am more of a theming person. And you can access the concert stage through this other little kind of like shop section. I found some more awesome decals on the TMTK workshop. Wash This Way auto detail. Got the little Coca-Cola signs. Just more little gift shops. Gift shops over here to the right. We've got a little food truck. And then we have I figured this could be like a Ghostbusters museum over here. So you can go in and see some of the memorabilia and get your photos taken, almost like, with wax figures, stuff like that. And normally the Ecto 1 will sit out in front of the museum, but we have it moved kind of over to the entrance right now. And of course, we have the big, the big lodge, the big resort hotel that kind of presides over the City Walk area. And then of course, if you pay a little more, you've got over here, you've got the lagoon view and the theme park view. And if you make your way over here to the right and not towards Pegasus and Wendy's down that left side, but if you come over here to the right, we've got a smaller family coaster. I've not named it yet, but it was also from the the Planet Coaster Zoo Park. So thought that would be pretty cool, just to have a little bit of a family coaster kind of right here early on in the park to get the little kids to, and you know, even aunts and uncles, grandmas and grandpas, everybody can kind of get on this thing, no inversions. I found this, I forget who this is by, but I found this really, really awesome building that I thought fit with the Jaws elevator company and almost like the extension of this City Walk area. Then we've got the swinging pirate ship. You have a smaller lagoon over here. And I think this whole first area just came out really, really fun. And that's kind of where we're left. I don't know what to go on to next. And Drew had some really good ideas. Bold said maybe start like a western area, maybe do like a minecart coaster. I really, really like that idea. And then of course, you know, this could be one of the entrance ways into one of the new lands out that way, because I was figuring I don't want to keep it all tropical. I figured that would be good for right here, like kind of just getting your feet wet and leading you in to so much merchandise. And I really kind of went at this with a Disney Springs type mindset with a really, really turquoise, ultra clear water. I have another little cave right here past the Just Ribbon barbecue shop. This can lead into another land, but really guys, this park is,
please try again.
This park is in its infancy. So I think we just have a lot left that we can explore with this. See, we've got the bones in there. We've got the good entrance, good story going, but we need to expand. We need to come up with some more ideas for some more coasters, some more themed lands. I think it would be really, really awesome if I could like sit some kind of coaster right here, because I think how awesome would that be for some, you know, just for some sight lines as you're coming through here and seeing a coaster kind of, you know, backdrop the pirate swing ride. So I don't know. We'll just have to, I'm kind of, like I said, leave me your thoughts down below, you know, when you're in the comments section, and I'll try to just pick up on something and just see what I can make happen. I'm just really kind of in a Planet Coaster mood right now. I load up Planet Zoo and just nothing. I can't get anything going. I fly around for 5 minutes and I end up backing out. But when I'm in here, I found myself, even on Saturday, even over the weekend, I toiled around in here for probably an hour and a half, just doing little rock work, bringing in this boat, doing some foliage work. I don't know. I really got into a Planet Coaster groove again. And so hopefully you guys enjoy this and actually kind of want to swing back by and kind of see how it progresses. And, you know, leave me your thoughts and ideas for what you think about this place. So anyways, guys, yeah, I'll go ahead and let you go. I just wanted to give you an update since I've been kind of toiling with it again. But I'm S.Dan Wolf. As always, don't forget to smash the like button if you end up enjoying this video, and subscribe to keep up with more of this Planet Coaster mischief. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya!